In February, Stockton, California randomly selected 125 families and began giving them a basic income of $500 per month for 18 months. After the first 5 months, Stockton's mayor praised the preliminary results. He said it showed the basic income improved people's lives. Participants spent 38% on food, 24% on home goods and clothing, 11% on utilities, 9% on gas, while 18% was listed as other.
Part of the problem there is it's a debit card and you can pull out cash rather than use the debit card, and they can't track expenditures you make with cash. And I believe it was about 40% was pulled out in cash. So almost half of the money spent through this program is untraceable.
Reitz points out the cost of UBI plans could be astronomical. In Andrew Yang's case, $3 trillion a year. So it comes down to the source of the funding.
If we implement that program, we must cut other welfare programs. If that's done wisely, I definitely think that's beneficial both from an economic efficiency perspective and that people can decide for themselves what they'd like to spend that money on.
This past weekend, thousands marched at UBI rallies in 30 cities around the world, including San Francisco.
Basic income trickles out.
The lead organizer, Income Movement, is actually running its own UBI program where it gives out $1,000 a month to 50 individuals across America.
What we're doing is taking that call, that recognition that both Andrew and all these other wonderful organizations in basic income have been talking about for quite a while, and bringing it together so that in 2020 and beyond, we're thinking activism, we're thinking political engagement.
Supporters come from all walks of life, like Fred the Felon, a recovering addict who drives this truck across the country in support of Andrew Yang. I asked him about one of the chief concerns over Yang's freedom dividend. Would recipients use the $1,000 a month for nefarious purposes?
When I buy a stock from Verizon and I get my quarterly dividend, does the CEO in the boardroom say, oh, well, what is he going to do with that dividend money?
Immediately following the march, Andrew Yang made an appearance stressing that basic income will be necessary because technology and robots will inevitably replace millions of workers.
Berkeley's study said that it would cost $3 trillion per year and 75% of current federal spending. What do you think of those numbers?
Well, what they don't reference is the fact that our economy is up to $20.5 trillion in GDP overall, and that most of the money that goes into our hands is going to go back into the economy. It's going to expand the economy, increase tax revenue by hundreds of billions of dollars, save us billions on things like incarceration, homelessness services, emergency room health care. So if you look at it in context of our entire economy of almost $21 trillion, this is actually very, very affordable.
Andrew Yang's freedom dividend is just one of the many ideas for achieving universal basic income. He does have the biggest stage right now, but supporters say if he were to step down from that stage, it's important that they build a movement strong enough to carry on. Mark New, CGTN, San Francisco.